Ladies, it's almost June. Your HUT teams have become this masterpiece of creation. You've dominated competitive seasons. You've run your way up the versus leaderboards, and now you have no idea what's left. Well, boys, time to suit up for some EA Sports Hockey League. I'm No Sleeves 12. This is how to suck less at club. Alright, guys, so before you're doing shit like this, we need to get back to the basics. Alright, we need to go over the settings that you're going to use or should use before you actually enter into games, especially if you're new to EA Sports Hockey League, and especially if you've never played goalie. So what this video is going to be about is how to start your career in EA Sports Hockey League and what you should look for early on instead of just diving in blindly and heading into drop-ins, which could lead to some fucking hate mail, but that's garbage, and we'll go over that in a little bit. But again, so guys, I need to remind you, just like my other videos, I'm not a master. I'm a better coach than I am a player, so I'm going to show you guys how to be a little bit better at EA Sports Hockey League and get you off on the right foot. So guys, first thing I need you to do is go to settings in the EA Sports Hockey League menu, and you need to adjust your camera angle. Now, the reason why this is insanely important is because you need to be able to see the entire ice. Just like when you play Versus or HUT, you need to be able to see the entire play. So when you're a forward or a defenseman, it's imperative that you have it set to overhead. Classic is okay, but overhead is what's going to give you the biggest field of vision. And the reason why that's important is because in in EA Sports Hockey League, it is imperative you read the play. There's no AI backing you up, well, unless you're playing with computers. But even then, what you're doing will affect what they're doing. So it's nothing like HUT or Versus. So it's imperative that you switch it to something that you can see the entire play. For goalie, you want to switch it to fixed. The reason why fixed and not overhead or something that looks like a Versus game is you need to be able to tell the angles and see the entire play. The other camera angle, the default camera angle for goalie, is really in depth and it's really good to tell your angles, but you legit cannot see behind the net, and you're gonna get scored on a fuck ton if you let that be. So okay, guys, so overhead and fixed for your camera angles. Next thing I need you to do is go to the settings tab and then hit controls. The most important thing as a skater in this entire game mode is that you turn auto backskate off. What that's going to do is that it will allow you as a defenseman or even a forward when you're playing the rush against, it won't just automatically stop and turn you around. Because that's how you get caught flat-footed. What you need to do is live on the L2 button. The L2 button is how you face the play, how you essentially backskate. You need to be holding that in the offensive zone and defensive zone almost more than when you're skating forward. And I'll explain why again later on. But it's insanely imperative if you're going to play a forward or defenseman that you put auto backskate off. And then lastly, on here, the online pass assist. This is something online that people debate and has been proven for the most part is if your passes aren't quite connecting where you're trying to put them in a game, try lowering it. Don't go anything lower than 75, but the online pass assist can sometimes actually hurt you. So again, something to keep in mind, but auto backskate off, guys. So guys, now let's talk about getting into games. If you don't have a bunch of buddies to make a club with, that's fine, but there is a distinct difference between drop-ins and club games, and I'll go over them. So what I would recommend if you haven't played HUT or EA Sports Hockey League, if you haven't played EA Sports Hockey League and you're just starting out or maybe you're struggling it, I'd recommend playing winger first. And the reason why is unless you're really strong on draws, you're going to get roasted or you're going to get guys quitting on you in in drop-ins. In club games, obviously they're not going to leave on you because they're your buddies, and if they are, then fuck them anyways. But you need to watch the face-off video, either my own or someone else's, on how to win draws and what counters what, because that's essentially the most important part of playing center, other than the defensive aspect. But draws are key because you're the only one taking them, and especially in drop-ins, you're going to see a lot of hate mail if you're not good on them. So stay away from center if you're not good on draws. Do left wing, right wing. Now, choosing what wing you're going to go on. I would always recommend playing your off wing, which means if you're left-handed, play the right wing, and if you're right-handed, play the left wing. And that's, again, because you get crisper shots. You can set up for one-timers. On the rush, you can still score on the rush. It's not as easy, but it's much better to play your off wing. But whatever's most comfortable to you guys. So now, as far as defense goes, what I strongly need to get across to people, whether you're playing club or you're playing drop-ins, if you are playing defense, only play defense. Completely forget that the object of the game is to score. Until you're very good or you're in a club that knows how you operate and you guys are very cohesive, doing anything in the offensive zone with the defenseman will actually hurt your team, especially in drop-ins. You're going to get a lot of people that quit on you because you're not playing the position. Get the puck in the zone and sit at the line and do not let anyone by you. So when you're in the zone and your team's cycling in the offensive zone, what you need to be aware of isn't where the puck is. It's where is that defender, that guy that's on the other team, where is the highest man up? If he's near outside the zone, you're outside the zone. If he's down deep, then you can get into the blue line. Maybe creep in a little bit, but you're as deep as the furthest point of the highest point player that you're defending in the offensive zone. You need to play as close to where that guy is, because an odd man rush or a breakaway as a goalie is insanely hard to stop, and that is all that you need to worry about, not offense at all. So just quick points, guys. If you only play center if you're really good on draws, only play defense if you're ready to not touch the puck in the offensive zone or shoot the puck at all. Only concerned about defense, okay? So guys, again, this is the super basics of the game mode. I just want to get across the camera angles you should be using, auto back skate, and as well as what position you should try out and what you should use. I'm going to go in depth in every single position in the coming weeks, just like I did with the other videos in my series, okay? So this is going to be all about club, okay? So moving forward next week, what we're going to start with is center. Everyone loves to play forward. I'm going to show you guys how to be a much more effective centerman at the game when you're, instead of being kind of lost, or maybe you just need a little bit more guidance, and see if we can't get you to be a little bit more effective, okay? And just like my past videos, guys, I'm going to do a 25,000 HUT coin giveaway for PS4. And last week I did the same thing. All you got to do is comment on this video and subscribe. The comment down in the section below. Comment whatever you want. Tell me your feedback and what you want to see. But also type the word sleeveless. That way I'll know that you want to enter the draw. And I will pull for another 25,000 next week. So this week's winners are Keaton Silzer, Jay Brower, and P-Town 77. Any of you guys, the first one to reply in the comment section below that says claim, 25K is yours, and I'll get it right over to you. Again, guys, make sure you check me out on Twitter. I do tons of giveaways and talk shit all day long about hockey and other sports. It's at No Sleeves Gaming, as well as I stream every weekend on Twitch. Excuse me. It's at www.twitch.tv/NoSleeves12. Bang the follow button. That way you know and you'll get a notification of when I'm online. I do always stream on the weekends, though, but throughout the week I am on as well. And yeah, guys, so again, I wanted to keep this video very short. This is just going to be settings and the bare necessities of what position you should start when you're starting to play, but I'm going to go in depth at every single position going forward, and we're going to see if we can't get you guys to be a little bit better at EA Sports Hockey League. Also, hit me a friend request, or if you want to hop on my stream when I'm on Twitch, I'll play club with anyone. I have a community club that I just made to play with my viewers and whatnot, and I would love to play with you guys. So again, guys, just hit me up, and thank you for watching.
Everybody know our name, and if your dad is gone, but your mama's home, we can bring it.